From public fistfights and real-world confrontations, to expose DMs and fractured friendships,
So you just make stuff up about my friends?
and even siblings turning into sworn rivals for millions of views.
That's ridiculous.
Wait, that's because of who the partner, the competing partner was for the event.
Marcos texted us 4 times.
Today, we're diving into 5 of the craziest feuds in YouTube history, and when they reached their peak, the betrayals, the brawls, and the blurred boundaries between entertainment and real-life fallout. And we begin with one of the most chaotic and personal rivalries to hit livestream culture, a beef that started with jealousy and ended with fists flying, reputations ruined, and 2 streamers banned. In the world of IRL streaming, chaos equals content, and few streamers understand that better than Jack Doherty and Neon. Jack Doherty first blew up for his wild stunts and billionaire energy. Neon, on the other hand, carved out his own path with a more chaotic, troll-heavy streaming style, backed by an ego that could rival any celebrities. For a while, the two were friends, or at least collaborators. At some point, Neon even moved in with Jack in Miami, promoting a new era of streaming.
And we are going to be staying with Jack for probably like 3 to 4 months. He gave me a free place, and
But beneath the flashy vlogs and clout chasing was a storm no one saw coming. At first, it just looked like another influencer beef. Neon and Jack Doherty, 2 loud personalities constantly streaming, constantly flexing, and constantly clashing. But when things got physical at a BKFC event, fans started asking, what actually caused this? Sometime after the brawl, Neon sat down on a podcast and finally gave his side of the story.
So for people who are watching who don't know what happened between you and Jack, what happened?
Well, he didn't want to talk about it.
No, I'll talk about it. So
Nice, pal. Really drove it out of him.
he so we were at this bare knuckle shit, and then he got his friend to pour alcohol on me.
The tension had been brewing for months, and that petty move, it flipped the switch. But things weren't that simple. Around the same time, Jack appeared on Adam22's No Jumper podcast, and when he was asked directly,
So where does the beef stem from? Is it over Sam Frank or?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's probably why. I guess because maybe we shouldn't have like fought because like Sam, I guess, you know, because we were like close friends. So I guess obviously, you know, they were dating. So it's like, I guess, yeah, it's, but it was both ways. So, you know, but I get it.
he dodged the question. He didn't confirm it, but he didn't deny it either. And if you've been following the drama, you already know. Sam Frank, who's been romantically linked to both creators at different points, might be the real emotional trigger underneath all the clout chasing and live stream shade. Even though Jack denied any romantic links with Sam Frank, the tensions could still be visible. Add in jealousy, ego, and millions of eyes watching, and this wasn't just a fight for views anymore. This was personal. And when the two happened to be at the same event, same time, that's when it climaxed. Chaos erupted. In just 20 seconds, the beef turns physical, with security guards diving in and fists flying on both sides. But it wasn't over just yet. As security dragged them out, Jack chased Neon outside and allegedly punched him from behind, only to get dropped by Neon's security guard, who instantly went viral for his counterattack. The incident violated Kick's policy on violence, resulting in both creators getting banned from the platform. Jack denied legal threats. Neon doubled down on the disrespect. Neither side apologized. The internet took sides. Some called it staged, others called it karma. But this isn't even the most dangerous feud on this list. Next up are 2 of Minecraft's biggest stars, and the friendship that quietly crumbled under the weight of fame, power, and fan pressure. Dream and TommyInnit used to be super tight. They made the Dream SMP blow up. Dream was the serious strategist, Tommy was the chaotic loud kid, and fans loved the combo. But things started falling apart after XQC randomly threw shade at both Tommy and Mizkif. He called them cringe.
This happened. I think it's cringe.
This happened when Tommy and Mizkif were already going through some back and forth drama. Tommy clapped back, stating, "To be more cringe than TommyInnit is pretty f***ing hard, but you pulled it off, pal." XQC didn't hold back. He fired back again, saying Tommy went from writing Dream to making jokes to teenage girls, and that's when Dream jumped in. Dream tweeted a meme. It showed someone at a crossroads, having to choose between growing up or becoming a retarded TommyInnit fan. Yeah, he used the word. Maybe, just maybe the drama should have ended there, but it didn't. Tommy dropped a full video titled Dream, and he didn't hold back. In the video, he called out Dream for using the R word on his fans.
Basically, if you're one of my subscribers, Dream has called you a slur.
But he didn't stop there. He accused Dream of being sexist behind the scenes. He even said Dream harassed his mom while she was going through a divorce. Dream replied on Reddit first, stating, "Multiple people go viral calling me the R word and everyone explains that it's okay because they're neurodivergent. So then I see a meme that uses it and post it and get absolutely throttled for it. Obviously, it's the internet being disingenuous, but that doesn't completely invalidate anyone that might be upset by it." Then he posted an apology video, but it wasn't an apology to Tommy, it was just about the meme. He apologized for using the R word in a joke, but also called out false accusations.
TommyInnit posted a video yesterday that was titled Dream, where he said a lot of stuff about me that isn't true, but he did correctly criticize me for something that I want to apologize for before I respond to the rest of his video. I posted a meme on Twitter that used the R word, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry, genuinely. I think it's important to acknowledge right off the bat that that's not right. That's not how you should behave. I shouldn't have done it, period. Now I want to talk about Tommy's video and why I was angry enough to post something so stupid.
He said the sexist and harassment claims weren't backed up by any proof, and he was mad about Tommy and his friends still spreading rumors about those old PDF file allegations, which according to Dream were already proven false. After all that, the two reached an agreement to delete any videos that featured them both in order to get clear of the feud. No more collabs, no follow-up tweets. Now, it's just silence. But if you think that was awkward, wait till you see what happens when two actual brothers decide to turn YouTube drama into a full-on war. Jake and Logan Paul, two of the most famous brothers on YouTube. They've had each other's backs and also gone at each other's throats, all while millions of people watched. At first, it was all laughs and Vine-era chaos, but as they grew up and their platforms exploded, the relationship started to shift. But the feud really kicked off back in the diss track days. Back in 2017, Jake and Logan Paul turned their sibling rivalry into one of YouTube's most watched dramas. It all started when Jake hinted that Logan had betrayed him, sparking rumors of a serious fallout. Jake then dropped a diss track called Logang Sucks, taking shots at Logan and his fanbase. Not long after, Logan hit back with The Fall of Jake Paul, a more polished track that criticized Jake's behavior and personal controversies. Just as fans picked sides and the beef heated up, the brothers revealed it was all staged. They reunited with a cheesy track titled I Love You Bro, hinting that the whole feud was a social experiment. In the end, it was a clever stunt that earned them millions of views, tons of merch sales, and helped spark a whole wave of YouTuber diss tracks. But the real peak of their beef? It didn't happen in a music video. It happened on a podcast. On the same day, they both showed up on Logan's podcast, Impulsive, and the energy was tense from the second Jake sat down.
But that's where I get confused, though, of playing both sides, because you love to play the brother card when it's like convenient, but then it's like, oh, I want to go like I want like my get back at Tommy Fury, and you're like, no, I need to do my career. I've been sitting on the sidelines. You're taking all these fights from me. Like,
Jake straight up said he felt disrespected. He thought Logan was more focused on promoting Prime than supporting his fight. Logan clapped back hard. He called Jake douchey and accused him of acting jealous, even though Logan had just flown in from his own event to be there. It was the most raw and unfiltered moment we'd seen between them. Two brothers, on camera, throwing jabs that weren't for show. They were personal. Next, we're talking about a feud where no one's related, but the punches thrown weren't just verbal. They were personal and way more intense. A lot of people think this feud started because Charlie went after Sneako directly, but that's not the case. Charlie made a video criticizing the Fresh and Fit podcast guys, calling them out for bragging about sleeping with over 1,000 women and selling fake alpha male advice.
Anyway, this is the Fresh and Fit podcast. The entire purpose of this show is to bring women on to insult and belittle them to their face, while also preaching that men should have the right to cheat on their significant other as many times as they want.
Not to mention they've both shown themselves to be frauds time and time again.
You know, we're both triple-digit notch count. He's in the quadruples.
There is no reality in the entirety of the fucking multiverse where this man has slept with one woman, let alone over 1,000 of them.
That video didn't mention Sneako by name, but when Sneako stumbled on the video, he took it personally since he had similar ideologies as the Fresh and Fit guys. Sneako fired at Charlie during his own live stream, mocking Charlie's appearance and even dragging his girlfriend into it. He called him weak for being in a monogamous relationship and basically said Charlie was brainwashed by modern society.
I'm not gonna say names. Someone texted me. He's in a monogamous relationship.
For a while, Charlie ignored it, but then he came back, and he came back hard. In his first reply video, Charlie didn't just defend himself, he dug up an old moment that changed how a lot of people saw Sneako. He reminded people that Sneako had once gone after him for criticizing the Netflix film Cuties, a movie that was heavily slammed for sexualizing children. Charlie had condemned the film from day one, but Sneako apparently defended it, calling it a good social commentary at the time.
Americans are like, this is deplorable. I saw this commentator, Penguin Zero, who I actually like. There's not a lot of good commentators, but he's like, this movie is deplorable. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing. And it's like he didn't even watch the movie. It's just like he only saw the clips that were gonna piss him off. Or he just got so triggered by the provocative imagery that he just, deplorable.
In that same video, Charlie implied that anyone who supported that movie was straight up creepy, and said he had stopped respecting Sneako when he started shifting his takes in society. From there, it escalated. Sneako started going at Charlie repeatedly on stream, throwing insults, saying he was soft, and mocking him any chance he got, and even threatened Charlie with a gun on livestream.
You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips I'm watching, you were?
But Charlie didn't yell back. He waited, and then dropped the gun response video that turned the whole internet against Sneako.
But he's a fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags.
The internet flipped. Charlie didn't scream. He coldly dismantled Sneako with calm reasoning. Charlie's calm logic crushed Sneako's ranting meltdown, and the internet noticed. But this still doesn't come close to the shock of someone literally showing up to your house because you called them out. This feud started with reaction videos, and ended with one creator literally showing up to the other's house. On one side, you've got Sssniperwolf, one of YouTube's biggest reaction creators. On the other, JacksFilms, a longtime commentary YouTuber known for roasting internet trends with dry humor. It began when JacksFilms called out Sssniperwolf for what he saw as low-effort content. He said she wasn't reacting, she was just re-uploading other creators' videos with a few seconds of commentary. To make a point, he made a parody channel, JacksFilms, copying her exact format, and while his allegations were true, Sssniperwolf wasn't impressed. She clapped back, calling him a hater and obsessed. They continued going at each other for a while, and instead of letting it go, Sssniperwolf decided to make it real. One night, while JacksFilms was live streaming in real time, things escalated in a way no one saw coming. Sssniperwolf posted an Instagram story, showing she was outside his house. His partners immediately freaked out, asking him to call the police.
She's literally right outside your house.
Oh my god!
This is happening right fucking now. Call the fucking police.
Fucking sue her.
Jack ended the stream shortly after, telling everyone that what just happened wasn't drama, it was danger. The internet didn't hold back. Even creators who had never spoken about the feud before came out and said this was doxing, plain and simple. YouTube responded by temporarily demonetizing Sssniperwolf's channel. Sssniperwolf eventually apologized, but most people didn't buy it. It felt forced, vague, and more about cleaning up the mess than actually owning up.